everyone. My name is Kemi and this is Vanessa. And
so basically, we're just going to be asking a few questions that we think that it's important for you to ask your significant other before dating. These are questions that we made, females, and then we have another section of questions that we asked males. So, but that's going to be in a different section.
So, keep up for that and look up for the announcement and when that will be posted. You will love it. I'm sure you will.
Right, so the first question we have is, once you're intimate, how often would you and your significant other have sex? Do you guys understand the question?
Big question.
So, basically the question is saying, like, how often would you want to have sex with your partner if you guys are active? Why do you think this is important?
No, you put out that question. So why would you think that's important?
Me personally, I feel like this question is important because you don't want to just get in a relationship with someone and have like sex every day, because that's kind of like...
Well, some people like sex
but
every
it gets
day.
boring. Honestly, it gets boring and you don't know how the girl is, how the guy is, and I feel like it's more romantic when you like take your time to have sex and then like don't do it so often.
I know, but it depends.
And it's safer that way too.
Wait, but it depends on the person's sex drive. Yeah.
I feel like if you really like the person, you will control your hormones. You know what I mean? Second question we have is, do you believe in God? Any God? This is super important because
True.
You don't know. There's a whole bunch of people in this world. They could believe in Allah. They could be Muslim. They could be, Catholic, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's important to know what your significant other believes in, because me personally, I believe in God, and my significant other could be Muslim and he could believe in Allah. See how different that is? So I feel like it's important to have some type of communication about that.
And I feel like this is important because like it might lead to like a conflict, especially if you guys are like trying to take your relationship to the next level. You guys might, if you're trying to take your relationship to the next level and you plan to have children, you don't know like whether your significant other wants your child to be like a Christian or a Muslim, and you want the opposite thing. So it might like lead to a fight or something. It can lead to a conflict in a relationship or in a marriage.
Yeah, so that's definitely a conversation you and your significant other should have.
True. So what's the third question? The third question is, do you have a problem with racist jokes, especially in college?
That's important because like we're in college right now, and the college we go to is predominantly white.
True.
And sometimes like we're African American, so we might date a guy who's white and he might think it's okay to say the N-word or to make jokes about slavery or anything, and they might think it's okay, it's just a joke, but we might take it personally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And vice versa. So I feel like it's important to ask questions and to know if your partner likes to make jokes like that, because then if you won't take it as serious, you won't be so defensive.
True. Like I make jokes like every racist. I make like jokes about every racist. So if you're gonna date me in the future. And what's the fourth question?
Fourth question is, jealousy healthy in a relationship? This is a bomb ass question. So
Bomb.
Why do you think this question is important?
I don't get jealous, so I don't know.
Okay, I think jealousy is, I wouldn't say it's healthy, but I wouldn't say it's not healthy, because if you get jealous about something, that means you care. Like, it doesn't mean you care, but it's like a sign that, okay, you care about, like you still get butterflies, so, all that cute stuff. And if you don't get jealous, your partner might think like, oh, she or he doesn't care about me, and
oh my gosh, so
stuff
my
like
partner
that.
might think I don't care about him.
Exactly. So I feel like jealousy is no yes or no, basically. But that's definitely a good question to ask your partner, because
do you get jealous?
Personally, I'm a jealous person, so I would want to know if my partner is like, jealous too. So.
Wow.
The fifth question.
Wait. Can we talk about that jealousy? I have something to say. Okay, so isn't like jealousy part of like insecurity, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that, especially in a guy. I don't like guys that like that, like very insecure.
I feel like it's the level. Like, if you're doing things like always texting the girl, always getting mad when you see her with someone else, then that's insecurity. But it's okay to get jealous. Like, you can get jealous. Like, if you see a girl dancing with another boy,
Yeah.
of course you're gonna get jealous. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's levels.
True.
Okay, the fifth question is, would you consider yourself an angry person? This is an important question because we all know the statistics about, relationships and how guys get aggressive and they start like hitting their girlfriends and all that crazy domestic
True.
stuff. This is a good question because I have anger issues and the guy I'm probably gonna date probably gonna have anger issues.
No,
Hopefully not.
Don't date if you have anger issues. Don't date someone with anger issues.
Well, I feel like it's all about working it out. So I don't know. I've been through a lot. So okay, question number 6. How many girls/boys have you been with? Some people might say
0.
no. Some people might say like it doesn't matter what you did in your past, but honestly, I think it matters. Like, I would want to know where my boyfriend's been, and I'm pretty sure he would want to know where I've been. You know what I mean? So
True.
That's an important question.
You don't want him to like. You don't want to get a girl that have slept with your homies.
That's true too. But
That's true.
that's an important question also because on the health level, that's just a healthy question to ask because I don't know, like that's a question I would want to know, so
That's the question she would want to know. To be honest, personally, I don't care. I want like when I date someone, I would like some type of experience than me. That's
that's preference.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a question you should ask. Definitely.
And we've lost track.
7.
But 7. Tell me. Track. So, can you tell me one thing, like a question I will ask the guys, like can you tell me one thing that your ex dislikes about you?
I think this is a dumb question because personally sorry, but really, like, why would you care? Like, why do you care what your ex thinks about you? He's an ex for a reason.
No, something bad. Like, what's the dislike? I didn't say think. I said dislike.
Exactly.
About you.
Can you tell me one thing that your ex disliked about you? That means that you care about your ex's opinion. They're ex for a reason. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Whoa, Vanessa.
That question should get crossed out.
I think that question is good because you want to know like a bad habit or something like you want. I don't know how to explain, but you want to. If he tells you, "Oh, my friend really dislike this about me," something like that, you will know something. I'm babbling.
This question is getting crossed out.
What? I think this question is good.
No. Well, ultimately, I don't think it should matter what your ex thinks about you because that's the past. Like, don't have to deal about that. It matters about what you think about yourself.
I know, but what if the person have like a very bad habit that you have to like that like if it tells you, oh, my friend really dislike this bad habit that I have, you will work like you would think forward like, oh, he has this type of stuff and I will have to like cope with it, something like that.
Yeah, but still, I feel like the only person who can make that decision is you. Like, you're the only person who could really point out your flaws and your traits that you feel like you need to change. So ultimately, again, it doesn't matter what your ex thinks about you or what they liked or what they didn't like about you. Moving on. Okay.
Like, and
that's a good question.
what question? Why didn't your last relationship work out?
Dun dun dun. Some people don't like talking about that stuff. Like, honestly, like nobody wants to talk about their past relationship with their soon-to-be new relationship person or whatever, if that makes sense. But it is a good question because I'm pretty sure I would be curious. Yeah.
True. But like if a guy tells me, oh, my past relationship didn't work out because I fought a lot, No, I'm just saying, like, I'll be like, I would think about it to like, I like someone that farts a lot, like that farts.
She's
a lot.
silly, like she's silly. I don't know.
So the last question is
What do you look for in a relationship?
that's
This is the question that almost everyone asks. Is like, really, this is the question everyone wants to know. I don't know how it's beneficial.
I think it's good. I think this is a good question because you want to know if like someone's a short-term relationship or a long-term relationship or a friends for benefit, or you know what kind of relationship the person is looking for, because you don't want to like be on this page and the other person should be on that page and you don't want to look stupid, you know.
Yeah, I agree with her. I don't really have an opinion much on this question, but I agree with her because you don't want like to get the wrong vibe from someone.
Yeah.
Like, you always want to know someone's intentions. I feel like that's very important. So
Yeah.
that's our last question.
Ooh! We did it. We did it.
All right. Okay. Nah. So on the next video,
we're gonna make a video out with a guy.
so basically like what we just did, but it's gonna be from a guy's point of view, from his perspective. So we have a whole nother